All right. Hey, great. We're back. Uh, try this for a little while longer before I go eat. Let's see. As we look, things are happening. So busy all the time. I think that's why, partially why I took a break yesterday. It gets to be a lot. And I also, the night before that, me and my family love to watch um, the Great British Baking Show. There's new episodes. And so that show gives me a hope in humanity sometimes. Just people baking and having fun. They're all different. They're from different backgrounds, and yet they still enjoy each other's company. And so I didn't really want to deal with the BS yesterday. It's just where I was at. I just want us to be able to move forward. I don't understand why we can't do that. Gives you hope in the Brits. I mean, I don't know. Like they're coming after everybody they disagree with who speaks against them. Like he can't answer questions. A reporter asked him this morning, why is the administration directing federal layoffs of workers? Meaning that they're threatening if there is a shutdown, that they are going to lay off American workers. That will be people without money. And his response to that is, this is all caused by Democrats. How long can he use that excuse for the things his administration does? How long can he do that? Bring my backup up. If you guys are not following that, please do so. I would appreciate it. Hi, TikTok. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Doing well. What do you want to talk about today?
I'd be open to talk about anything. In general, I do support the president, and I do think that a lot of the people that criticize him, kind of like in the way that a lot of the TikTok lives do, it seems kind of like cartoonish to me. But yeah, I'm open to talk about it.
So what do you think about the fact that they are threatening to fire federal workers if the government shuts down?
So what you're saying is that federal workers will be fired if the government shuts down?
They said that if the government shuts down, that they are going to plan mass firings.
Yeah, to be totally honest with you, considering the history of the shutdowns and how it works essentially every year, I'd be in support of that. And I don't think that that's Democrat or Republican speaking. That's just, I'm sick of them doing it every year.
I think they should do longer continuing resolutions. Like even the one that they are fighting on right now is only 45 days or something like that. I think that's a little ridiculous. I can agree with you on that, but I don't think that the American worker should suffer because the Congress people, specifically Republicans, can't get it together.
Yeah, I guess I would kind of paint it in this light. What do you think would be more preferable? You fire a bunch of federal workers and you end up kind of like, instead of kicking the can down the road, this somehow gets handled like now. The alternative would be what we do every single year, which is each side threatens to essentially not fund the government, and then at the end of the day, they put a bill in front of each other, they alter it with 14 hours before the vote, and what always ends up being in the vote is a ton of government spending that pretty much goes completely unchecked. And that's
What are the Democrats asking for?
I'm not familiar with exactly what they're asking for, but I don't even think I'd have to really read what they're doing when they do it 10 times. And Republicans do this too, just to be clear.
Mm-hmm.
Both sides have done the exact same thing every single year.
I'm
one of the people, I kind of think it's a uni party if you really look at it. What is it?
Why would threatening to fire employees ever be the solution to that?
I'm not sure what the solution is, but whatever gets us out of the cycle that we do every single year, that we have this insane debt, the inequality in America is getting terrible, everything is unaffordable.
Right.
Anything that you want to try is cool with me. Yeah, I think that maybe the idea is that by firing federal government workers, you basically can fund the government with less money because they have less workers. And so
That's
that
not
would
why.
basically mean that there's less government spending.
They're threatening to do that because they know that they can't get their own Republicans and Democrats on the side to get the 60.
Yeah, I mean, and you could be completely correct in your speculation as to why that is. I'm not disagreeing with you there.
Sure. But I just don't see how that's a good solution. To me, that's just bullying and harming the American people, which they claim to be working for.
Yeah, and so like I said, if you have a Democrat in the White House and this happens, the Republicans, who I guess aren't really paying that much attention, it's more of like a relevancy game,
Sure.
They will say the same exact thing that you're saying right now about the Democrats. And then with a Republican in office, the Democrats say the exact same thing. But ultimately, it doesn't actually provide a solution. And also at the same point, and I think that we could probably agree here, whether or not you lean on this side of the aisle or you don't lean on this side of the aisle, if you're paying attention in the last 8 years, it's super obvious that both of these parties use this exact same trick essentially every year. So,
Sure.
So you know,
But
for me, I'm
not
on the right side, but I don't
using us
criticize
as
Democrats for doing
pawns
it because
in that
Republicans
way.
do it. What was your point?
I said not. Well, I want to amend it because they still use us as pawns in it, but not in a direct way. Like they're doing it so that they can blame Democrats for people being fired instead of just furloughed.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is like this is my caution to you is you're just playing the exact same game that the Republicans play when a Democrat's in office. It's the exact same thing. I mean, I can tell you.
They are the ones who say that they are for the American people, and yet they are using the American people and threatening to fire them.
Yes, and this is the exact same argument that Republicans use when Democrats are in office and the parties are locking each other to not fund the government and then blaming it on each other for politics. It's the exact same playbook.
The Democrats didn't threaten to fire employees.
Yeah, but the Democrats have threatened other things in years
Like
past.
what?
Like anything that happens when you don't, like, for instance, when the Democrats did this a couple of years ago, you realize that some federal workers stopped getting a paycheck.
Yes, they are furloughed. I'm aware.
Yeah, so I mean, so you're ultimately sitting here and you're willing to die on the hill of they're going to fire them versus, well, 2 or 3 years ago when this happened under Biden, you have a bunch of federal workers whose
when was the last time the
them,
government shut down?
Or the last one, my apologies, whoever it was.
Trump.
This happens every year, though.
No, the continuing resolutions happen every year, but the last time the government shut down was under Trump.
They can always hire them back. I mean, obviously.
But that's going to be a lot more work than just coming together across the aisle and working with Democrats and coming together to continue a spending resolution.
Okay, yeah. Here, let me try this from another angle with you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think it would be more useful my apologies, a better use of your time to worry about why both of these parties do this? Like, let's say that, for instance, the last time that a Democrat was in office and they shut the government down, the Republicans go to their base and they say, these federal workers who we need aren't going to get a check, and that's why we're so upset. And these Democrats, they don't even care about anyone who works for the federal government. They don't care about their own people, right? So now we have the opposite where we have a Republican in office, and you're saying, well, they're going to fire them, and we're completely not even having the conversation about these parties, like I've said, do this to each other.
When was the last time we had a government shutdown under a Democrat?
Google it. I don't know. Can't be that long
Jimmy
ago.
Carter.
Great. Okay, so Jimmy Carter. How long ago is that?
Somewhere between 1977 and 1981.
Okay, so give me the last 5 government shutdowns, and let's talk about them.
And I want to be clear, like, I'm not disagreeing with you that both sides play a game. I don't think that doing like 45-day continuing spending resolutions is enough. I think it needs to be longer. But I think now we have a government who specifically campaigned on being for the American worker, but they're not.
Yeah, being for the American worker though it's a multifaceted thing to say.
Well, I guess technically Obama. Why did it tell me Jimmy Carter?
I was going to say I'm almost
I don't
certain
know
it wasn't Jimmy Carter.
The internet be interneting.
Remember these things.
Yeah,
they happen live. So yeah, I mean, I think that a more useful conversation is why is it that the American people, why is it that there's so many people who will put their party hat on and they'll crucify the other party for a government shutdown, and they completely forget that their party did the same thing, and that
it depends on who was in charge of Congress. It depends on who was in charge of Congress.
Sure. Yeah. And Congress flips back and forth year by year.
Right.
So again, it's like you already said that you agree both parties do it. So there's no really need to walk that back. So you agree with me. The only
No,
point
I
that you're
do,
making
but like
is, well,
I
these
do,
people
but
are
I just
worse,
don't
which I
understand
don't
how
believe.
that is okay. Like we can talk about that in an existential way of a way to
Yeah,
fix that. But as of
that would be
right
useful.
now, we have until the fucking what is it, the 29th, the 30th, and they're on
Yeah.
break right now in order
Yeah.
to pass some sort of spending bill or the government fucking shuts down. Mike
Yeah.
Johnson has already come out and said he doesn't want people even showing up on the 29th and the 30th to do their jobs to vote for this because they know they're going to have to talk with Democrats. Trump admittedly said he is not going to speak with Democrats that he had originally planned on speaking with, and now he's doing everything he can to blame Democrats for the fact that his own OMB director is threatening to fire employees.
Yes, and I mean, literally, if you just removed the names of the people and you didn't say any dates,
No.
but if you updated dates
Then you would have
as
to
well,
show me
this
that.
is literally a news story that you could see every time the government shuts down.
No, then you would have to show me who did that and who threatened that, who was in charge of that. The names are important. Did you make it come up, Space Pasta?
Yeah, I mean, why don't we just look at Obama's shutdown and see what happened there? I'm sure that you have very similar allegations against both sides, and I'm sure it's not that difficult. But another thing that I want to point out too.
Who was in charge of Congress under the Obama shutdown?
Well, I don't know. Look it up.
Doing this both sides shit while
I know.
Trump is in office is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I
Even if they
mean,
did
so
do
you're
something,
so
they
what you're
didn't-
doing right
they
now
didn't-
is you're
even if-
pandering to the
I'm
whole
not
idea
finished. I'm not
that
finished. I was talking.
we can pick on
I
one
was
without
It was
the
the
other.
Republicans. It was the Republicans and the ACA.
It's almost always the Republicans.
Sure.
It was the
Like
Republicans.
seriously, comparing them is apples and oranges. Even like when Democrats do the same thing, it doesn't affect people as badly as when the Republicans do it. And nor do they do it for the
Yeah, I
reasons
mean,
that
listen
they
to the
do.
words that you're just saying out of your own mouth. When Democrats do the same thing as Republicans, they just hurt less people. I mean, how brainwashed and how much of towing a party line can you possibly be before you open your eyes and say, yeah,
I'm not a
maybe I'm
Democrat.
a
You can't
little
critically-
too
Not a Democrat.
left.
No,
Maybe I'm a little
yeah,
too left.
Space Pasta's not a Democrat.
Seriously.
I'm not a Democrat.
I mean, okay, I'll say this. If you genuinely believe that when Democrats do something, if Republicans
sorry,
do the
is harm
exact same
mitigation not
thing,
the goal?
they hurt less people, you are just simply an ideologue.
Because it's what they're
That's
asking.
it.
No.
Oh,
Because
okay,
then you
okay.
have to get in the
rather
nuance.
Thousands of people get hurt instead.
Get
of
in the
hundreds.
nuance
Got
then.
you.
Let's
You
go
have to get
through
in
it.
the nuance of what happened. Why
Yep.
did Republicans, why did Democrats in the Senate not agree to what Republicans were seeking in the House for the government shutdown under Obama?
I don't know. What do they want?
They wanted to remove and delay the protections for the ACA,
Okay. ACA. What is the ACA?
the
Are you joking?
Affordable Care Act, Obamacare.
Okay. Yeah. So that makes
Okay.
perfect
Yeah,
sense.
literally hurting people.
So that would hurt people because they need to get their health care, right?
Yeah,
We
but
needed
you
a
also
different
need to
healthcare
understand
system.
that you also need to understand that if
here
Congress
comes
was
the
majority
explaining.
Republican at that point, then that means that the majority of Americans across America voted for the Republicans' talking points, which would have been to roll back the ACA. So Barack Obama essentially said, "We'll have
A
to shut down
quarter
the
of
entire government. I'm
Republicans
not going to
don't
do this.
know
You're not going to
what
remove
ACA
anything from
They
ACA."
don't even know what it is. You didn't know what it is. I said ACA and you said, what is that?
Most people say Obamacare.
Right. And
No,
so
they don't.
we
Sure.
saw that in this election. We saw that in this election when he said, I'm going to roll back Obamacare. Most Republicans said, yes, roll back Obamacare. And they said, well, do you want to roll back the Affordable Care Act? And they were like, no. They don't know. They're not
It
as smart
benefits
as you.
them the most.
Yeah, I don't know if you. I mean, regardless of how other people maybe do not know what these things are, they're not sure. I'm
What's a
just
big
going to
deal?
go ahead and say, I mean, if we look at Obamacare, if we look at that historically, and we look at what that had done to private healthcare in today's world, I mean, I think most people would say, yeah, that was a horrendously bad.
No.
idea.
Well, who put the private
Most
private
people don't.
healthcare provisions in there?
Who created Obamacare?
Who put the private healthcare revisions in there?
Who created Obamacare? The
Are you
bill
going to
was
answer my
Obamacare.
question or not?
The bill was Obamacare.
I'm aware how did he get it passed?
No, Monica, we gotta both sides this too.
Yeah. How did we get it passed?
I don't know. You tell me.
To get Republican votes to pass it, they put in that there would still be the private health care provisions in there that are hurting people.
Yeah, exactly. The options. Yes, that's correct.
And that's what's hurting people. So the Republicans did that.
Well, but it's very important to note. So for your average person, for your average low income, middle income person, okay, which I'm in this group and I've been alive and I've been an adult while this has happened. So this has happened to me in my real life. I'm actually dealing with medical issues right now that this is giving me fits with.
Oh yeah,
But
come on, land the plane.
I mean, I'm sorry to hear that.
What happened to the deductibles and the premiums to healthcare of people who are not getting subsidized healthcare after Obamacare was instituted?
What'd you say, Space Pasta?
Republicans. The answer to this question is Republicans. It's their fault.
The answer is what happened to healthcare for low-income people and middle-income people who are not qualifying for any subsidized care? What happened?
The Republicans put in a statute that protects the.
I mean, listen to the guy that you have on here to make your points for
so
you.
That
this
they,
is just
no,
embarrassing.
Because then it required
he's
them to pay more.
Saying Republicans to a question that the answer is there's a real life consequence.
Harm in a bill and trying to put it on the Democrats when that provision was put in there by Republicans. Republicans are the ones who didn't want to miss out on insurance money, and so they're the ones hurting those people. So
oh my
again,
God!
That's the nuance of that
God.
shutdown.
How are
that
you
is
missing
the nuance
this?
of that shutdown. Now you can talk about what this one. What do Democrats want for this one?
No, well, hang on. So with Obamacare, you understand that the two sides that were basically fighting was he wanted to socialize the entire healthcare system, and then the Republicans said you can socialize part of the healthcare system, but you have to leave some private healthcare.
That's not
which is what millions and millions and
that's
millions of people voted for.
That's
So you're like acting as if that's insane. That's a very popular point.
It's not what happened.
Most people who talk about the ACA.
What? Okay, then what happened? If that's not what happened, then you tell me what happened. This is simple history. I lived through it. You can't lie to me here and then expect me to go.
I keep asking you. I keep asking you. What are Democrats asking for now?
Okay, why are you switching the goalpost when I ask you a question?
We were talking about the nuance of one situation,
and
now we're talking about the nuance of another situation. You want to pretzel yourself to justify the fact that you don't like the ACA because of Democrats, even though we know that the provisions that are harming people. We know that the provisions that are harming people. I see it, Olive. We know that the provisions that are harming people, okay, were put in by Republicans who said they would not vote for it without it.
Go ahead, ask me a question.
You can ask it tomorrow. W. Samantha in the comments. Thank you so much, Samantha, for the kick. If you're not going to be honest about the ACA, how am I going to expect you to be honest about the fact that Democrats right now are asking for a repeal, okay, of the healthcare cuts? This is, again, we're boiled down to healthcare once again. Healthcare for the American people. Republicans don't give a fuck about that.
Both sides.
Both sides.
Jesus Christ.
I cannot.
I like that his entire argument, he just repeated it over and over and over again. And it's just like, hey, Democrats are bad too. Like, we know.
We know. But not in that same way.
Yeah.
Hi, Manny.
Hey. Oh, I don't know why I got brought. I
meant to click my wife.
Okay. You can send me back down to Section 8.
Wow. That's wild. That's wild.
I was going to make a joke that I was right where I belong, and then you fucking left.
On top of him?
Yeah. The Sandry.
Sandry. Oh, my goodness.
You didn't even see my big gift
That's
either.
not even who I was clicking either, but Blue's here now.
Just a mistake.
I love you, Blue. It's not that. It's just my big fat thumbs.
No.
I don't know what I'm doing today. I didn't mean to do that because I wasn't trying to like stab. Whoa! Who did that? Did he run? Or oh, Manny did it. Oh my gosh. David, how are you today?
Good morning. How are you? Or afternoon?
Doing well. Did you vote for Trump?
No, I'm sorry. I was just watching you live and TikToking, and then I wanted to scream at the guy that was on there that couldn't understand what the ACA was, or the difference between Obamacare and the ACA, and the fact that the people of his ilk were the ones that called it Obamacare in order to demonize this thing and make it some evil thing. And then when they pulled the ACA away from them in the states, all through the South, everyone was crying that it was all Obamacare is ruining us. See, how come we can't have our ACA? They're the same thing. You can't fix this country with people when you're having arguments with people who just move the goalpost every 3 seconds or change the subject every 3 seconds. Or most of them are having these arguments and have never watched any political discourse or listened to anyone of intelligence talk about what's going on in this country right now.
I agree.
I didn't mean to invite you a thing. I was watching y'all.
Wait. David,
Love y'all.
can I ask you a question real quick, David? From one white person to another, do you get offended when I call other white people cottage cheese complexion?
Fuck no.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Just wanted clarification.
Thank you,
Listen, I
David.
grew up. I grew up in the city, and I have friends of all races, colors, and creeds. The town that I'm from is Lorain, Ohio. It's called the International City. We have every nationality that you could possibly think. We're a melting pot. We are what America is, a melting pot. And what's going on in this country now is just, it makes me sick. You know,
I
'cause
just want a clarification because other white people tell me that I'm racist for calling them cottage cheese complexion.
David, I appreciate you. I hope you have a
When you
great
say
rest of your
cottage cheese, I
day.
think about like butts.
Yeah.
What I do?
Is it weird that when you bring up cottage cheese, I think about butts?
No. What's that called? I almost said psoriasis. That's
Oh,
not what
cellulite?
it's
I
called.
love a good dimpled ass. Not all the black men are getting yeeted. Space pasta is here.
Manny,
Cottage
when did you go to Section 8?
Man, I didn't say that. Manny said
No, Annie said it.
Manny said it.
My wife is practically translucent is crazy.
Cool. Devin, how are you today?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
Doing well. Did you vote for Trump?
No, I didn't. So if you only want opposition, then I'll come back another time.
Yeah, thank you, Devin. I appreciate you.
But like sun intolerant.
What?
Someone said I prefer sun intolerant.
Sun intolerant, yeah. I do burn for being Latina. I do burn. I tan after I burn, but I burn first.
I'm just a white lady. Party in Section 8, buying the snacks with Snap.
Blue. Araxis, how are you today?
I'm good. Is my audio working?
It sounds like it.
Hey, it came through for once.
Did you vote for Trump?
Absolutely not, and I love you guys. I just had some quick context for both the ACA because I worked there when it opened,
Mhm.
and for the last threatened shutdown, which actually cost a lot of people at the VA their jobs during Biden administration.
The threatened shutdown?
Yes, it was over the additional funding for the VA. They were trying to hold it hostage. They threatened to shut down. I lost my job the day before July 4th.
Oh, the Republican one where they had to be shamed, right? That one?
Yes, that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the number was they actually cleaned house on contractors. I think the number was somewhere multiple thousands of contractors.
Yeah. And that's the
So
thing. We have to get into the nuance of it, of why it's being shut down and what they're threatening. And it tends to be Republicans who just want to harm the American people.
yeah, and actually, if you look past for like the history of shutdowns, it's majority Republican because Democrats tend to avoid it.
Mm-hmm.
And the one during Obama, that was John Bonner. The person that can lift the shutdown is actually the Speaker of the House, and they generally hold it over when it's a Republican to further threaten Democrats. But nobody looks up who's responsible for lifting the government shutdown.
No.
As far as the ACA goes, and he's very incorrect, there was actually a lot more crazy stuff that I can talk to you all in Discord about. But as far as the ACA goes, there was multiple things that would happen. So the Affordable Care Act, in certain circumstances, the marketplace was responsible for deciding whether or not someone was able to get their local state Medicaid. In some Republican circumstances, the red states, they didn't always expand. But if they didn't expand, but they also gave us the ability to make the decision, we would fax them over the information for the application. And there were a couple of states that closed down their call centers because they made it our responsibility. And we got calls and a lot of complaints for those specific states that I won't specifically name.
Mm-hmm.
And they took out many provisions that would have made the ACA better, but also it was a policy that was shot around back and forth between Democrats and Republicans through history until its inception.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it was Clinton, then Romney, and then Obamacare.
Mm-hmm.
They all had hands touching it, and that's also something that's forgotten because they just throw Obama's name on it. But I'm done. You can let me go.
Thank you, Araxis. I appreciate you. I hope you have a good day. And I think too, when we talk about it, there's nuance on nuance, which is talking about the fact that the Democrats of before might not be the Democrats now. So you're talking about, when it comes to the ACA, you're talking about moderates talking to moderates. Like this isn't new. Like Lanati posted in the Discord about Romney taking credit for Obamacare. But he's not wrong. If you looked at it, Romney did have something similar. They're calling it Romney Care, where he had this idea. He was the one who came up with this kind of socialized meta like healthcare idea, and put it forward. So this is, yeah, exactly, Manny. It was. So you're just building on top of it. Okay, it just happened to get it called Obamacare because Obama was in office when it got passed, but that doesn't mean it was his, right? It's the same as like no tax on tips. We know that Bernie talked about something similar. Somebody before Bernie probably talked about it. We had Ted Cruz had talked about no tax on tips way before this too. This isn't, just Democrats and Republicans. There's nuance on nuance on nuance. Rand Paul, loved it. Like, you
Rand
have to
Paul.
understand that.
Who started a countdown?
Your man did.
Why'd you start a countdown? Babe, what'd I do? No. Come here. Come here.
What?
Come here. Come here. Fix my counter. Stop it.
I don't even know how to do that.
I was whatever. Now I feel like I have to speed talk. Not Chicky going, huh?
I don't even know how to do that.
I was gonna say a big word correctly.
Get wrecked, libs.
Mooney brought up the last time, Olive is in trouble. I don't know what I did. The reason why Reagan went through a shutdown was, in the majority was Democrat, was because they were trying to fund stuff for the Department of Education, primarily when it comes to civil rights movements. And they put together, they agreed to on a full year omnibus. Is that how you say it? Omnibus bill.
Rapture.
It's the bills Republicans claim to hate because they have so much stuff in it.
No, nothing happened.
I said it right. Olive's rapture is upon
I know.
us.
I don't
familiar.
understand the point of, like, the countdown is there so that you can then get muted or kicked by the host, but like it doesn't actually do it.
When the timer first came out, I used to think that if you muted someone, they couldn't unmute for that time. That's not true.
That would be nice. Well, then I know Showtime used to be like,
I
you
haven't
couldn't-
used Showtime in a while.
yeah, but when I've seen it, I think it's like you can't speak unless it is your time. But then I've also seen where that doesn't work and people can speak all over each other. So
Also, I'm mad. Manny didn't take my invite. I wanted to figure out why'd you put me on the timeout. What'd I do? Babe.
Bet.
Babe.
Bet.
Babe. Babe.
Hi, Chris.
I can't see what would happen if I came on the panel because I'm a black man.
I know. Apparently, we just yeet black men up here,
Woo!
Chicky.
Yeah. Oh no!
Blue did that to you. I just want you to know that it came on my screen. Blue did it. I'm gonna start screenshotting every time it gets removed. I have
You
receipts.
should. I don't do it quick enough for mine.
You can tell when I'm messing with it for the most part. That's why they're like, "Oh, you're gonna kick me now."
Work
I
my husband. I don't know what I did.
don't know what I did.
Babe, explain what I did, please.
It's a mystery
I don't like this.
that you'll find out on his
Why'd you
deathbed.
time me?
What?
Why'd you put a timer on me?
It didn't work. It's because
What
TikTok won't,
What were you trying
TikTok
to
won't
do?
let me. TikTok won't let me take out all of my coins and at once without doing like a whatever tax
You
form.
know why? You know why?
Why?
Because you spent over $500 on this.
So like now I need to. It let me take
You're
out
right.
It let me take out 3K, and now I need to wait to take out another 3K. So I was gonna give you a gift after the timer, and then it was like, nah, fill out this form first. And I was like, oh, go fuck yourself.
Didn't want it.
I thought I was in trouble. I'm like, I made you coffee this morning.
No, you're not in trouble. Anyways, back to Section 8.
I love you. Wow. You don't even say, you don't say, no, wait, come back.
Yeah, fine. This person keeps requesting, and then they won't.
Okay. I'll wait till this person's gone.
Then they won't load, or they won't come in.
I hate this timer. It's giving me anxiety.
That was my husband that time.
Wow.
Guest, how are you today?
Oh, good. How are you doing?
Doing well. Did you vote for Trump?
Oh, yes, I did.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 55 years old. I'm in the state of Minnesota.
Right? Why are you still supporting Trump?
I'm not supporting him actually anymore.
What
I'm
changed?
going for a third party.
Okay, what
Elon
changed?
Musk, a third party.
Ew, why?
Because he's going to revolutionize the way governments ran.
Yeah,
He's
by
going
making it
to,
an oligarchy?
well, because no, it's going to be ran on an app on our phone. And
From
then we don't need
government?
politicians like Nancy Pelosi.
Nancy
And
Pelosi says she's going
and
to
we don't
retire.
need we don't
Nancy
need
Pelosi said she
Who
was
else?
going to retire.
Who on the
oh
Republican
good.
side?
She needs to.
Sure,
Maybe
I agree.
she made enough money where she could retire, huh?
Yeah, her husband's really brilliant in trading.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and she stole a lot of money too.
she
But
stole it.
to get to the gist of it, what I'm saying is that we need to, like in a remodel, we need to gut out government and restructure it where we could do the job on our phones, the citizens. We don't need politicians.
You don't
We're
think that
not
that
in
would
the
leave it
horse
up to
and
hacking,
buggy.
though?
We're not in the horse and buggy days.
I
We have
agree. You don't think
technology
that that would
now.
you don't think that would open it up to hacking?
No, because
No?
we're behind it.
They
We're
already
beh-
Russia already interferes with our elections. So you think you want
we're
to
not gonna. How can I put this? That we're not gonna connect it to the internet. Our
then
government
how are we voting?
Wait, we can't plug the internet in to the government. The government into
How are
the
we voting then?
through our phones. We could route it differently.
How?
We've developed Starlink, haven't we?
That is internet.
Well, not necessarily.
It is satellite internet. Yes. it
We
is.
could have a separate internet just for voting.
Again, it could be hacked.
Not necessarily. If we put
Yes,
enough
necessarily.
safeguards.
Do you not understand that like anything is hackable?
Okay, regardless if it's hackable or not, we could run the government on our phone. We don't need politicians. You guys are a waste of time.
So why
I'm not a politician.
Well,
why are you here?
essentially, you want to be. You're sitting
No, I
here
would run for politics if I wanted to.
running
Yeah.
propagandist.
No.
Is
just
that what
speaking
you are, a
facts.
propagandist?
You can't guarantee me that it won't be hacked by the Russian or the Chinese or even trusting Elon Musk to have voting results. You know that Russia has elections, right?
Well, elections are hacked all the time. Am I correct? The ones we
So then
have
you're
already.
okay with fraudulent elections.
Well, are you okay with it because you're letting it happen
When does
with
it
the
happen?
system you have now?
When has it happened?
Oh, and all the politicians are letting illegals in and they're voting
No,
with
Don't lose the
them.
they're not
accent.
voting.
Hold on, don't lose the accent.
Yes, that's happened
Keep it
time
up.
and
Keep it
time
up.
again.
Commit
Yes,
to the
it
bit.
has. And people using dead people's names and everything.
Yeah, Republicans did that.
And both of you.
No.
It's the same party.
No, the case we know about, actually, I think it was either a senator or a representative talked about it on the floor recently this last week. And what they didn't mention is that was a Republican who used her mother's dead name to vote.
Yes, and it's probably a Democrat too down the road. Who
Nope,
knows?
statistically,
There was four.
it's
But we have,
Republicans.
what I'm saying is we have to structure government with technology. This is not
I can't
working.
trust that.
Look,
No,
drive down your street, see all the homeless underneath every bridge.
I don't have
Oh,
homeless on my street.
have
How
you
much?
seen that? Have
How
you
much
seen that
Wi-Fi?
5
How much
years
Wi-Fi?
ago?
How much
Have you
Wi-Fi do we have to give out in order to help the homeless?
A lot.
A lot of Wi-Fi.
Yes, we do. We need to give out housing for the homeless.
I agree.
We
What's
get
the
3D print
administration doing?
houses.
You think Elon Musk is going to do that?
Oh yes, most definitely.
No.
If Elon Musk is gonna
Yeah,
was gonna
yes,
do that, then why didn't he?
technology.
He
I
could
think
right
you need
now.
a little Elon
I
Musk
don't know
right now.
why. Why doesn't he have the Tesla
Don't lose the
robots
accent.
out now?
Don't
He's
commit. Commit. Don't lose the
yes,
accent. Commit to the bit. Now keep going.
Commit to the bit. He could do it right now.
yes, he could. He could. Well, let's bring out the
That's a lot.
technology.
Your accent's gone
Let's
now,
bring
by
out
the
the
way.
alien technology out of Area 51.
Oh no!
Oh no. You lost your
Oh.
accent.
Yeah. Oh, I'm crazy for
Yeah.
thinking there's aliens? Okay.
No, the
Okay.
government has admitted there are, which we all knew. That you're not crazy for that
Yes,
bit.
yes.
Your accent's
Bring
slipping a
them
little
out.
bit.
Bring them out. Center stage at Mall of America today.
Bring them out. Bring them out. Why is
Mall of
everybody
America.
stuck on Ti right now? Did he
I
just
don't
come out
know.
with a new album or something?
It's catchy.
It's
But
cute.
anyways,
That is
I'm
true.
just saying that we need to restructure government, reform it, get rid of all these politicians. Thank you. I had an interesting time talking to you.
Thank
You
you.
had an
Could you take
interesting time.
Chicky with you? I think she wants to get beamed up.
No,
Oh yeah.
literally, I want to know. I want to know if you're the shepherd that's gonna go ahead and wrap yourselves finally and take us away from this crazy world.
But we also have in the state of Minnesota, which I
Stay
reside,
muted. Am I muted?
No, you're not
No.
muted.
Okay.
Timmy is running for
Turner?
governor again.
Is
don't
he stuck
have
in
a
a
chance,
well?
Timmy.
Is that the kid that fell in the well and the dog had to go get it?
Timmy.
Are you Lucy?
Oh, I thought it was Timmy Turner.
No, that's the one that has the fairy
Tampon
up hands.
Timmy, but
Mm.
we'll get dirty with it. So
What?
I believe he's not going to run again. Watch.
He's running for
We're
governor.
going to take him down.
He's running for governor.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
actually
he
running.
is. He's not going to make it. He's not going to make it. He's done an awful
who
job
else is
here in
running against
Minnesota. He's bringing all the Somalians in and then giving them EBT
For being an
cards.
extraterrestrial, you really seem to hate other aliens.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Not enough brains to go around. You need.
I don't know. Look at Tampon Timmy's brains. See if he has any.
You guys pro people. Why are you so terrified of tampons?
You like
Oh,
them.
Well, anyways, it was interesting.
Wait,
talking
no,
to you.
wait.
I'll be on again.
Okay.
All right.
See you later.
Okay, see ya.
Sure you will.
I know it was a troll. But like, I can't.
Commit to the bit. He lost his accent halfway through. If this is an alien, can we? No, Thomas, we cannot.
Oh my gosh.
What is happening? Oh.
No. What happened?
This is why we lost.
Part B, how are you today?
Good. How are y'all?
Doing well. Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
40, Texas.
All right, I appreciate that. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Well, I was coming up here. I heard y'all talking about healthcare and trying to make it mandatory for everybody.
Mandatory.
Who said that?
Just accessible.
Universal healthcare is a mandatory deal. I would have to
No.
pay in to that system.
You already pay into that system.
No, I don't.
Damn it.
No,
I'll,
you don't.